road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs.
Just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Tennessee Titans. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Taken at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Tannehill to the air to start out. Over the middle, Dorsett. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Tannehill. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. Now he's going to get this all the way. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Tannehill now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. To throw is Tannehill.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
He's at the 50. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the...
Let's fucking go.
It feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum.
Great start.
Almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams,
27 yards.
and the Broncos are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now...
Couldn't ask for a better start.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Off play action, Tannehill. Rolling to his left. He's going to air it out for Dorsett.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Now Locke.
Quick slant completes in the Njoku.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight.
Still on his feet.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Williams will try again. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams
with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Broncos are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Coming out of the end zone, here's Dontrell Hilliard. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Now the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
42 yards for him on the ground so far. A great start to this divisional round contest.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Titans are back within a score. Extra point and good by Bullock. And that'll make our score 14-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick.
Justin shut up, rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful with this one.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
They can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the 1st down.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
62 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The kick by McManus is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
That's gotta be a pick. Great user.
On 4th down, Tannehill. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown!
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open.
WTF how?
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Marked that down for a win, and the defense caught him.
No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. From the end zone, Tannehill. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They snap it to Tannehill. This is caught. It's Woods. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Tannehill throwing again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now it's Tannehill. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Play action. It's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you could almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand-checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Titans go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Will it go on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get in the field goal range. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. On third down, here's Williams. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football.
At their own 23-yard
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. After the turnover, here's Locke. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Locke going to try and throw on third down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by McManus is good. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And not much on this one, takes it from the 21. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Javonte Williams saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos have retaken a third quarter lead.
Let's go, play your style. He can't win off this BS offense.
Locke going to try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
This take it in at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 105 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Oh, a design run for their wideout. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. On the move past the 40. Down the right sideline. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 62 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from drawing one. Extra point up and good by Bullock. We are all tied at 28. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Bruh.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The busy night continues for Williams. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd. They run it again with Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Block off of play action. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really
quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Henry. Oh, he pulls over it. 123 yards on the ground. Now as he's gotten better, really, as the game's going on.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Off the option, here's Henry. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Tannehill now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Credit the tackle for loss to Harold Landry.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On play action, Locke. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on third down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. It'll be a pick.
Let's fucking go. WTF how? Let's go, play your style. He can't win off this BS offense. Bruh.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 10. They try the left side here with Williams. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Again, it's Williams. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and 3rd and 1 now. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Now Tannehill. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And a busy night for Henry continues. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 142 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So now Randy Bullock with an important field goal try here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period. In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find a way to heave it all the way towards the end zone and give yourself a chance. Your time.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
Well, what a game this has been, and now it'll take overtime to decide who goes on to the AFC title game. It's a short kick taken. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans, and this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. A first down carry for Henry to about the 26 here. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Well, things now, Charles, looking pretty good here. A great opportunity to try to cash in for 6 on the opening possession of overtime.
And what I'm liking, Brandon, is what I see down on the sidelines. I see a defense huddled up and ready to go, already preparing for their opportunity to go on the field and close out this game.
They are into field goal range, but definitely thinking touchdown as they come up 1st and 10. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. The way he went into that contact, as a rookie QB, you just kind of hold your breath. Maybe slide there?
Probably a very good idea. Not probably, definitely a very good idea. And I go back to something someone told me along.
And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And an overtime thriller. They are moving on in the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
The Titans are moving on as we say so long, everybody.
My Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we not the ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grr.
Trust, we ain't taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog with your leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cut in both of my pockets. Me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that them gonna know the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags. And I don't really wanna be famous, man. You know what's up? You know what's up? You don't pretend. You don't lie. You don't be gang. You know what's up? We going crazy, we at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off with a jet and I cry. I win in a Humvee, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Chirac, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Ushu Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
Juicy, what a drums at.
Dollar. Hey.
DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We doing honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just